It actually goes on the vent, and then it dries your gloves off, like from the inside, which is so cool. And my boys just then we know where the gloves are. We know that they're dry, and sometimes we even put hats on it too. But that way, then we're always prepared, and we've got it hooked up, and it's just like the coolest contraption ever.
I would say bins are the thing that help me stay most organized. So in the summer, I have a bin of things that is in our entryway, and then my kids can just drop it in there in the summertime. It's bubbles, it's sidewalk chalk, it's balls, it's things we take outside. When we shift over to the colder seasons, I put that summer stuff away in plastic in our basement, and this bin now becomes the new drop spot for things as we come into the house. It's hats, it's mittens, it's gloves. If they're wet, then I can take that entire bin and I toss it into the washer. Where do I get my bins? The Dollar Tree, because organization shouldn't be expensive. My other big hack for staying organized, I would definitely say, is just having less. I do not have a million pairs of gloves per person. Everybody has two hats. It's less things to keep track of. It's less things to wash. It's less things to dry. It's less things to organize. So those are my two big ones.
Those are great tips from Sarah and Amy, and we have two other parents joining us now live, Adrienne Keller and April Wall. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Love the festive sweater, by the way.
Yes, I know Jeff is a huge fan.
I am a huge fan of Christmas sweaters, just not this early in the season. But April, I'm a huge fan of you, so we're going to let it slide.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm here for it, April. I like it. It looks like Christmas outside. Why not?
Yes,
yeah, that's this much is true. But April, you are the mom of two young boys.
Yes.
As am I. How do you and your family really work on staying organized during the change of a season?
Yeah. So very similar that we have bins. We have these baskets that we use. I get mine from Target. But it's a good excuse for me to use my label maker. Any chance that I can use that, I mean, not saying that, you know, it solves all the problems, but like in the morning when you're trying to get out the door with two boys and a dog, you know, trying to also get out the door, if there's a question of where are my gloves, where is my hat, I'm like, did you look in your bin? Did you look in your bin that is labeled with your name? And yeah, so as you can see, we're still in transition as we find some sandals in there that, well, those just no longer have any use at all.
Well, when they go swimming at the pool.
That is true.
Because I noticed that too when I'm trying to get packed up, especially if you go swimming, you need the summer stuff.
Yes.
And all the winter stuff to cover every inch of you so you don't freeze outside on your way in and out.
I wore sandals out to the grill yesterday.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you must have like Hobbit feet or something.
Oh,
That's
wow.
crazy.
Okay. Man, she went all the way there.
I just meant like strong in the winter.
Strong feet is what I meant. I meant you have strong feet.
Adrienne, you're the mom of four children.
Yep.
That's
amazing.
How
do you do it?
Oh,
yeah.
It's
How do you stay organized during these changing seasons?
So this is an example. This is in my garage. I have this clothes rack that actually I hang up like their bibs and their coats and gloves, and this is how I keep it dry. Like it dries through the night, and sometimes, you know, in the morning it will, the gloves will be a little wet, but this will, and then I throw it in the dryer just, you know, just to warm it up a little bit to get them back in it. But mostly it's, it helps them, that's how I start to stay organized. And then also I brought my little prop here. I have a boot tray, which you can use this all year round. You can get these at Target or Walmart. I also have the kids put their snow boots on here right away so that we're not, they're not coming in and slushing all their wet boots, and then it keeps my mudroom very clean. So
I was gonna say, so do you make them put everything in the garage or the mudroom?
In the garage. Yep, everything is in the garage for me. Yeah, and it's heated, so that probably helps it a little bit too.
I have to say that idea of warming up the snow gear in the dryer. You are a mom of the year. That is like, I've got to try that. That's got to be nice and toasty and warm for the kids. They've got to love that. You know, what are your biggest challenges, would you say, when it comes to being organized? I know it's something I deal with on a daily basis.
It's so difficult, just like, and it's trying to figure out, okay, what's age appropriate for my child to handle, where they can take ownership of it and responsibility, but also where you're not like helicoptering of like, do you have this, do you have that, do you have that, but like, oh, do you have your gloves? Well, I don't know, mommy. Okay, go check your bin. So it's just, it's
Constantly telling them, asking them.
Not always doing it for them, but also like teaching them, and so they have that responsibility. So hard. It's such a hard balance, isn't it? But it's so much fun. Well, thank you, ladies, for being with us today.
Thank you so much.
And this has been Parent Panel, which is brought to you by Make-A-Wish North Dakota.
And if there's a topic you'd like to hear us discuss, send your ideas to studios701@kxnet.com with the subject of Parent Panel.